Africa, a continent of endless opportunities, where innovation meets ambition and progress knows no bounds. From the rise of new cities to the growth of thriving economies, Africa Business and Property Television brings you the latest news, insights, and analysis, and the story of the people shaping Africa's future. Join us on Africa Business and Property Television, your premier online destination for African business, real estate, and economic news. Watch now and stay informed.
Hello viewers, you're welcome to your darling program, Africa Business and Property Television. Now we are still talking about our deed of assignment and the importance of the deed of assignment, the benefits. I talked about the value addition. The value addition means it actually improves and increases the value of your landed property for you to have a properly executed deed of assignment, another title. I talked about your proof of ownership. If there are issues, there are challenges, if there is a counterclaim, you would need a properly executed deed of assignment, which shows the names, the information, the addresses of those who sold to you and your witnesses. You need it to establish ownership. I talked about using it to add value, and also talked about having it as your collateral. The benefit of having the deed of assignment are actually innumerable. It is advisable. You see, most of the challenges we have is when people want to buy property, landed property. They are actually more interested in the principal amount. What is the principal amount? The value of the land or the value of the house. When you talk about a percentage to be paid out for this documentation, mostly the deed of assignment, they will tell you it's an additional cost. It is not an additional cost. If you ask me, I will tell you it is even the main cost. Because what about you have that property, you don't take it with you. Landed properties are fixed assets. They are where they are. It is that document that ties you to that landed property. When you see people losing their landed property and they are not able to defend it, either before the court of law or before the law enforcement agency, the first thing they have not done is proper documentation. That is why it is not a luxury. We keep advising you from the professional angle that it is not a luxury for you to pay that extra money for that document to be prepared for you. Yes, from the deed of assignment, you can escalate to others. You can do your own CFO. What I'm going to do is I will serialize this particular episode so that we can now talk about if you are buying a land that has a CFO. Because in one of the inquiries, one of our viewers asked me, what about if the land has a CFO? Do you need a deed of assignment? And I said, the question is, yes, you still need a deed of assignment. But beyond that, you need a deed of assignment with a consent. Because the deed of assignment is what contains the information of both the seller and the buyer. Then what you now do, that deed of assignment has to be followed by a survey that is now done in your name, that is taken before the Lands Bureau, and it will now be forwarded to the governor of that state in compliance with the Land Use Act of 1978 for the governor to consent. That is what you call the consent. Are you getting